Across the vast wilderness of North America, a giant silently reigns supreme, from icy glaciers to deep, snow-covered forests. With incredible strength, a keen sense of smell, and extraordinary adaptability, the grizzly bear has become one of the planet's most formidable predators. Across the icy plains, amidst the wild forests and majestic mountain ranges of North America, a giant silently reigns supreme. From deep, snow-covered valleys to endless stretches of woodland, its presence inspires fear in all living creatures. The grizzly bear is one of North America's largest predators. Possessing massive muscles, sharp claws, and incredible strength, it can take down prey many times its size. Its extremely sensitive sense of smell allows it to detect food from kilometers away, while its speed, reaching nearly 35 miles per hour, makes it far more dangerous than its usual slow appearance suggests. Not living in packs, grizzly bears choose to live solitary lives within territories spanning hundreds of square miles. Every footprint, every claw mark on a tree trunk is an affirmation of ownership by a dominant force. With their extraordinary strength, endurance, and adaptability, grizzly bears have been symbols of the North American wilderness for thousands of years. Every summer, the rivers of Alaska come alive as thousands of salmon begin their upstream migration to spawn. To complete their life cycle, they must navigate treacherous rapids and waterfalls, where countless dangers await them. But this is also the time that grizzly bears have been waiting for all year. Along the waterfalls, the bears patiently observe the turbulent water, focusing on the slightest movement of the fish as they try to swim upstream. The moment a salmon leaps out of the water, the hunt begins. With incredible reflexes, the grizzly bear unleashes a lightning-fast claw strike, seizing the prey in mid-air before it can fall back into the river. For grizzly bears, salmon are more than just food. The abundant protein and fat from these fish help them accumulate energy, creating the necessary fat layer to survive the harsh winter. This is also the most iconic hunting scene, closely associated with the image of grizzly bears in the North American wilderness. On the rolling hills and vast grasslands of North America, another hunt was silently underway. Deer are agile and always alert to threats. However, while foraging among the lush green grass, they sometimes reveal deadly moments of vulnerability. In the distance, a grizzly bear had spotted its target with its incredibly keen sense of smell. It followed the lingering scent in the air, approaching its prey step by step without making too much noise. The distance gradually shortened. When it sensed its opportunity, the grizzly bear suddenly accelerated. With incredible explosive power, the giant plunged down the hillside in a short but fierce chase. The deer immediately fled, but its speed advantage was quickly diminished by the rugged terrain and the short distance. In just a few moments, the grizzly bear's overwhelming weight and strength decided the outcome of the hunt. This confrontation shows that grizzly bears are not just fish catchers or scavengers, but also true hunters, capable of taking down agile prey right on the ground. In the swamps and open woodlands of North America, grizzly bears sometimes face a formidable opponent, moose. The world's largest deer possess massive antlers as thick as tree branches and kicks powerful enough to injure any predator. During the breeding season, when young moose are still too young to keep up with the herd, grizzly bears often take advantage of this opportunity to hunt more vulnerable targets. However, the real challenge arises when it confronts a mature moose. Instead of immediately charging, the grizzly bear continuously applies pressure, forcing its opponent to move and expend energy. While the moose tries to fight back with its enormous antlers and powerful kicks, the bear persistently pursues, gradually wearing down its opponent's resistance. The confrontation can last for minutes, but as the grizzly bear's muscular strength and endurance begin to take effect, the balance gradually shifts in favor of the predator. This confrontation best illustrates why grizzly bears are considered one of the most powerful creatures in the North American wilderness. Across the vast tundras of North America, thousands of caribou undertake migrations spanning hundreds of miles in search of food and breeding grounds. With their incredible stamina and ability to move continuously for days, they are one of the most impressive migratory animals in the north. For grizzly bears, this isn't a hunt based on speed or long-distance pursuit. While caribou have the advantage of endurance, bears possess tactics and the ability to seize opportunities. Instead of targeting the entire herd, they focus on weak, injured, or stray individuals, hiding behind tall grass or on hillsides. Grizzly bears patiently wait. When the distance is close enough, they suddenly lunge with explosive force, cutting off any chance of escape before their speed advantage can take effect. When cornered, caribou quickly lose their inherent advantage. This hunt demonstrates that grizzly bears are not only powerful but also extremely tactically adaptable, always knowing how to turn environmental conditions and their opponent's weaknesses into advantages for themselves. In the dense forests and wild grasslands of North America, sometimes two of the most formidable predators will come face to face. On one side is a pack of wolves with perfect coordination. On the other, a grizzly bear, a solitary giant dominating with absolute strength. The confrontation usually begins around a carcass or at a territorial boundary. The wolf pack slowly approaches, constantly moving to try and encircle their opponent from multiple directions. Using pack tactics, they try to pressure and force the bear to give way. But the grizzly bear rarely backs down. It rears up, displaying its full massive size before letting out a roar that echoes throughout the forest. When the distance narrows too much, the bear suddenly lunges and counterattack with powerful strides and fearsome claw swings. Despite their numerical advantage, the wolf pack usually does not want to risk a direct confrontation with such overwhelming power. Most encounters end with them retreating and leaving the area to the grizzly bear. This is a classic clash between collective strength and individual power, where the mere presence of the grizzly bear is enough to change the course of the game. When winter descends upon North America, snow-capped mountain ranges, frozen caves, and temperatures plummet to extreme levels. This is when grizzly bears face their most dangerous adversary, not another predator, but nature itself. Food sources gradually disappear beneath the thick snow, while the prolonged cold makes all activity more difficult than ever. To prepare for this challenge, grizzly bears spend the fall eating almost non-stop. From salmon and berries to animal carcasses, every nutrient is utilized to accumulate hundreds of kilograms of fat beneath their skin. When the first snowstorms arrive, they seek refuge in safe caves or crevices to overwinter. There, their heart rate and breathing slow down, allowing their bodies to conserve energy for months on end. Thanks to their meticulous preparation and incredible adaptability, grizzly bears can survive the long, harsh winter. This is the ultimate battle for survival, where brute strength is no longer the deciding factor, but endurance and adaptability are the keys to survival. From the salmon-filled rivers of Alaska to the forests, swamps, and icy tundra, grizzly bears have proven why they are one of North American nature's greatest symbols. Beyond their overwhelming strength, these giant predators survive thanks to their incredible resilience and adaptability. In the wild, sometimes the winner isn't the strongest, but the one who knows how to adapt to every challenge nature presents.